I guess there's just so many, like you talk about goals in the new year. There's so many things that a person could do. Like there's so many things that I could do and so many things that like I need to do. I'm like, how much effort do I put in all these different places? Like that's something that I guess you can't know. You just pray and work it out as you live. But because you only have so much time and energy and there's so many things, at least for me, like I feel like there's so many things that I that I want to pour into and that I need to pour into.
Yeah.
It's hard to know how to divide your time and your efforts.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating because, you know, like I said, my personality, I want to be on the mountaintop now. You know, I want to be able to make that leap to do the impossible, to do big, to do awesome now.
Right.
You know, so when I don't get there, my personality has like a natural, I don't know the right word, affinity to depression. You know, my personality has a really strong relationship with depression.
Yeah.
When I'm not getting to those places fast enough, I look at it as a reflection on me. And, you know, it's so easy to drift into depression.
Right.
Things aren't going my way. You know, they never will. Life sucks. I'm just going to lay in bed.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it's interesting because with your personality, I can see that it's a struggle of a different kind. You know, you're more practical. You're more, how are we going to work this out? You know, I don't even care about the details. You know what I mean? I just want to get there.
Right.
You know, I believe in myself enough that I'll figure it out.
Right.
And then let's just get there. Let's just get there.
Yeah.
You know, I'll figure it out. But you really are, and I think everything's a strength. If we look at it as a strength.
Right.
And we believe in ourselves that the way that God made us, it is a strength for accomplishing the goals that He already has envisioned us to accomplish.
Right.
So once we find them, we're the perfect person to accomplish that thing.
Right.
So one, we got to give ourselves a break in that way.
Oh yeah.
You know, whatever we come up with, like we don't have to berate ourselves and be like, yeah, you're probably not going to do this because of you.
Right.
Like, no.
That's not, yeah.
If the goal has come to your mind and it's a passion of yours and it's something that you're like, I really think this is it, you are the perfect person for that.
Right. Right.
Because God made you that way. So I don't always believe that. I'm saying this and it sounds really good. I don't always believe that. That's why I just said, when I'm not getting there,
right.
I'm depressed.
Yeah.
But I think that's the mindset that we should have. But going back to your personality, you know, like you're more practical, you're more trying to figure out the details of how am I going to accomplish these goals. And I think that's perfect because that's how God is going to lead you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like God sometimes just leads me slowly along the path. Almost, I just picture God like, just because I'm so like amped up to want to get there. Like, I feel like I'm in this weird like dazed out state, and I'm just like, He's like dragging me by like the arm. And I'm just kind of like laying on the ground, like, let's go. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah. And he's just like, all right, let's go. Come on. And he's just dragging me on the path, like up the hill or something.
Yeah.
That's
really great.
Whereas like you,
God has a blindfold over my eyes.
No.
And he's leading me by the hand. And I'm like,
No. I don't think he has a blindfold. I picture him leading you to like destinations, like saying, all right, Brittany, we're gonna get over here. We're gonna go over here now
for the 5th time.
Yeah, and he leads you over here, and you're like,
are you sure, God?
Yeah. Then you make it, and you're like, wow, I made it. You know, and but that's the perfect way that you need to get to that place.
Right.
You know, we all need to get to that place. and we're going to get there in different ways, but we need to trust.
Right. Mhm.
We need to trust that, if we have God in our lives, that God is going to be there with us
Mhm.
through every step, through every hurdle, through every difficulty, through every struggle, through every failure, which is guaranteed too.
Mhm.
A lot of fear is really grown out of doubt, from failures,
Mm.
from people saying things,
Mm.
which also I think just comes down to doubt. I think that's what fear is birthed out of, because then when you try to go again, all what people have said to you, all the naysayers come
Right.
back to your mind, all of the past failures that intimately because
Right,
you had to go
right.
through them comes flooding back into your mind, and you're like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do this, And so many things come out of that. So many things from what I was saying before about you're enough, feelings of unworthiness come
Yeah.
out of that.
Mhm.
And that's a lie,
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
there's-
hard.
There's so many things
It's
that come
hard,
with fear. Like,
but I think knowing that God is there on the journey, knowing that there is a journey,
mhm.
that really, I have to, like I said, with my personality, I have to remind myself that I'm on a journey every single day,
Right. Right.
because I will immediately go into depression.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, we're doing this podcast, and like, I don't have thousands of people listening to this podcast
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
I have to believe that maybe one day that's the goal. Maybe
Right.
that's the move, down the road. But right now that's not happening.
Mhm.
And if I just allow myself to say, well, what am I doing?
Right.
Why am I even doing this?
Right.
This is done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll just go watch TV. I'll go on YouTube.
Be miserable.
And I'll be miserable.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll fill my life with other stuff.
Right.
I'll fill my life with other, stimulations, but like, I'm going to feel like crap.
Right.
Because I'm not going for the big. I'm not going for the
Yeah.
awesome. What's up, everybody? You just watched a clip from one of our Just Breathing podcasts. If you want to see the full version, you just hit the link in the description below. Or if you want to just keep watching clips, we got some more right here. Thanks, everybody.